If you've been to Walmart, you've encountered perhaps one of those greeters. They seem sweet. They seem, a lot of times they're seniors who are there, it seems, to just kind of, like I said, greet you. But they can be aggressive, some of them, on the way out, particularly when one is shopping while black. Let's show you what happened to one gentleman in particular who was just there minding his own business, doing a little shopping at Walmart. A customer was stopped and accosted by a Walmart employee after purchasing his items. Again, simply shopping while black. The customer, who did not wish to be publicly identified, said it all began when the worker asked to check his receipt before he left the store the day before Thanksgiving. I'm sure Walmart was packed the day before Thanksgiving. As he tried to get the receipt, he claims the worker tried blocking him, saying, quote, "You people always try to steal." Now you see that there? Let's put up the screenshot of the encounter caught on tape. The customer seems bewildered. I mean, he was getting the receipt. Why, I don't know. He's not legally obligated to. Walmart worker began to remove items from the customer's cart. I was like, what are you doing? I chased him down, said, give me my item. And I took the item back from him. And then he went to my cart and took the other items out of my cart, the customer told Eyewitness News. So basically we're fighting over the items. And then I said, just give me a manager, give me a manager, he told KABC-TV. Just a portion of the encounter was captured on cell phone video published by the local station. Shows the employee rubbing the skin on his arm, seemingly saying the word color as he faces off with the shopper in front of an ice machine. That from Atlanta Black Star. The report says the worker yelled the N-word at the customer repeatedly, which was censored in the video. The bystander who is recording says the customer told the employee, "Don't call me a inaudible, you fill in the gap." Customer later filed an incident complaint with Walmart. A Walmart spokesperson told the LA Times the Walmart worker is no longer employed at their store. Walmart says it instilled the receipt checking policy to curtail shoplifting, keep merchandise prices low. However, customers, this is the part that I want you to know this, folks. You understand? Customers are not legally bound to stop to show their receipts. That's from legal experts. Yet store employees can demand to see the receipt or detain someone if they suspect them of theft. Some legal experts say refusing to show a receipt could be cause for suspicion. Now, I'm not a lawyer, Ray, but wouldn't you need more suspicion than just that? I mean, leaving Walmart, you paid for your items, no one's seen you put anything in your pocket. Is shopping while black and not showing your receipt enough?
Well, it just depends on where you are. And I think a lot of, if someone decides to prosecute and go further with it, yeah, they'll probably say it was enough because they're not exactly in favor of trying to understand the side of the person who just didn't want to have to shill out the receipt and have to go through that trouble. But I will say, I grew up in a low-income, predominantly not white neighborhood. I still live in one. Every Walmart I've had in my neighborhoods has had someone checking receipts. I can usually go right out the door without anyone ever asking me for my receipt.
Thank you, ally. Yeah. Thank you.
But I will say, when I would go to a Walmart in a richer, more affluent neighborhood, they don't do that. What's the difference? It's income and it's the demographics of the people who are shopping there. And it really is. I mean, what he said in that video is exactly the same reason why they implement those policies, is because they think these low income and black shoppers are gonna be the ones stealing. So I'm glad they fired him. I mean, that's the bare minimum they could do. But I mean, instilling the policy in the first place is based on that racist assumption. And it's just BS them saying that it's to keep prices down. People could steal, every person could go to Walmart right now and steal something and it still wouldn't affect their bottom line. They would still not have to raise their prices. So it's just an excuse.
Wow, so it's disheartening, but I will tell you, as a black woman, I have had the same experience, but not as much, I'm sure, as you. I went to a Walmart in Amish country. I grew up in Pennsylvania, was in Amish country. It is what it is. I went to Walmart. They didn't even have those people checking receipts. But every time I went to one in inner city Cleveland, Atlanta, bam, And if I find it offensive, I really do. It's like presuming I'm a criminal when I haven't done anything. I haven't stolen anything since I was about 13 years old, and I stole gum from Wawa. Okay, there. I did. I also stole cheese from Kmart, but that's the point.
Come get you now.
I'm an adult, exactly, and they would be the ones to do it. I'm an adult. Okay, I have a daughter who just turned 11, and I really don't appreciate it. I really don't. So I wish someone would test this, but perhaps it would have to be, well, it couldn't be a gentleman like that because things could have gone another way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that it didn't, escalate to the point of, physical harm. But I mean, the emotional harm that's done and the mental harm that's done on the individual, because the man said the quiet part out loud. He saw a black person and assumed he was a criminal, assumed he was engaging in criminal behavior, never saw the receipt, had no idea, what he purchased, had no reason to believe he was stealing, and still treated him like a criminal. And I mean, I think that's pretty, emblematic for the way American society treats black people.
Yeah, I mean, there it is. Walmart had no choice.